getting ready to go home tonight, but I want to do this quick video on working procedures because that's what I was working on this afternoon with a client out there, and most of our work with our consulting clients ends up being about working procedures. And what is that? A working procedure is the written representation of a process or a system. And you need that 1, 2, 3, 4 to see how that process works, so you can tweak that process. So you tweak it on paper, and then you tweak it in the real world. And the way it works really is you're working in the real world and you see something that might work, you go back to the paper and you tweak it and you make your process really good on paper. And why do you want a working procedure on paper? Well, a working procedure is a process on paper. Why do you want that? Well, a number of reasons. To describe the process exactly and then to be able to illustrate it, how it's supposed to work when it's perfect. And then another reason for a working procedure is so that everybody in your organization understands how it works and they all do it the same way, because you want a 98% perfect procedure executed that way 100% of the time, and you want that all through your business and all through your life. And it's easier to analyze a process if it's on paper. It's just easier. It makes it tangible. And it's very simple to understand and sort out improvements and to see problems in it when it's written down. You can train people in no time at all. A proper working procedure, you can hand it to somebody who has a relatively good grasp of what this is all about, and we call them off-the-street people, and you can hand it to them, and you don't have to spend time training. What if you have 20 people to train? You don't want to spend, well, obviously you don't want to spend all your time doing that. You don't have mind reading anymore. If you give your people black and white instructions, then they're not mind readers anymore, and I say they're not fortune tellers either, right? Another thing is problems end up being system problems, not people problems. You just don't have trouble with staff. If the staff knows what to do, believe me, your staff wants to do a good job. Most people want to do a good job. Give them instructions, don't ask them to be mind readers, and it ends up when there's a problem, it's almost always a system problem. So you tweak the system, let your people know, and give them the new process. What else? Oh, when you have things written down and you have your people know exactly what they're supposed to do, it adds serenity to the workplace. Again, there's no people problems. They're not worried about making a mistake. They can't read your mind. They can't read your mind. So put it down on paper, what you're thinking, and they will do it. People are wonderful, and most everybody wants to do a good job, right? And remember always a collection of super efficient subsystems equals a super efficient primary system, all right? So that's it. Working procedures are awesome. Boring but true. Boring but true. Who wants to sit down and write down a process? First you do this, next you do this, next you do this. You do! You want to do it because it's what works. Remember, the difference between a large successful organization and a small struggling the difference between a large successful organization and a small struggling organization is that this is it. This is the difference. The large successful organization has written processes and the small one doesn't. It's that simple. Look around you at the small business owners out there and look at them. They don't have written processes, but all the big ones do. All the big successful organizations have written processes. I don't care what kind of an organization it is, but the big ones have processes, and you can go back and play this video again and see the reasons why they do. Have a great day. I'm going home now.